Welcome back to the Seattle Emeralds MyNBA series here in NBA 2K25. Last time out, the Emeralds started very putrid, sitting at 2-9 to start the year under head coach Rajon Rondo. Now, obviously, we weren't expecting that we were going to be good this year. I would have liked to be a little bit more competitive in game one. We got pretty much destroyed the entire time, but we are hoping to have a high draft pick in this next year's draft, and I think obviously we are on a very good track to do so. This starting lineup is not pretty by any means, by any stretch of the imagination, but we've got talent. We've got some young guys I think we can develop, and we're not looking to compete in year one. I just want the games to be close so that they're a little bit more fun to watch and to experience. But as you can see, the Western Conference is stacked. The Rockets made the trade for De'Aaron Fox last year at the trade deadline, let go of Fred VanVleet, and now they are sitting at the 13 seed at 4-7 just a year later. A lot of teams that you would expect to be good are not at the top of the conference. However, the Thunder and their super squad with Shea, Cam Thomas, DeMar, Miles Bridges, Isaiah Hartenstein, Chet Holmgren, Jalen Williams, Lou Dort, Aaron Wiggins, and Josh Green and Nikola Topic, and Cason Wallace, and Isaiah Joe. I mean, it just keeps going. They are sitting at 10-1 to start the year, 9-1 in their first 10 games. So they have went on a 2-game winning streak since losing, but they're not far behind or far ahead of the Nuggets right now. The Nuggets have kept their roster relatively the same. They brought in Karis LeVert and they brought back Malik Beasley, but other than that, it's a lot of homegrown guys. Julian Strawther, Peyton Watson finally doing some good things in their roles. The Pacers are leading the Eastern Conference. They sit at 9-1 on the year. They're finally getting everything kind of going, working together. They've had a few years where there's a few guys on the roster playing at a high level, and now they're really all a well-oiled machine. Somehow the Bucks are the 3 seed in the Eastern Conference after losing Brook Lopez and Chris Middleton through the expansion draft. They didn't really bring anybody in that's like a game changer. Lonzo Ball is not winning you 7 out of 10 games himself, so Dame and Giannis are just playing very well here in year 2 or year 1 of the MyNBA. The bottom of the Eastern Conference, we see the Hawks. They haven't been very good as usual. Trae Young, may be time for him to get out of Atlanta, and the Brooklyn Nets are the 2nd spot above them. As far as our team goes, not pretty sights all around the board, but not bad. Ace Bailey leading the team in points. We saw Jalen Williams in rebounds, Goga Badatse, and Ace Bailey at 3. So he's leading the team in points, and he's 3rd in rebounds. Assists, not a lot of assists going around. We've got 4 from Malik Monk, 4 from Isaiah Collier, and then a good amount of steals and blocks from Ace Bailey. He's actually 1st on the team in steals and blocks. So the rookie seems to be flourishing here in year 1 as we are set to take on Sacramento Kings in the Golden One Center, where they are trying to light the beam. The Kings are not very good so far. They're sitting at 4-7, but as you can see, we are much worse at 2-9. But today would be a good way to turn this around, to get a win against the Sacramento Kings, who have had a revamp of their roster. They have D'Angelo Russell starting after trading away De'Aaron Fox. They brought in Russell in the offseason. They drafted Dylan Harper, college teammate of Ace Bailey, and potentially a bit of a rivalry brewing considering Harper went 2nd overall and Bailey fell all the way to 6th. So we've got to wonder if Ace Bailey has any feelings about that draft day situation as Ace Bailey and the Emeralds are getting ready to tip off. Brook Lopez and Sabonis will be on the floor. We have Doug McDermott as well on the floor for the Kings, as well as Keegan Murray. Those are the other 2 guys I didn't mention alongside Sabonis, Harper, and Russell. Murray is an elite 3-point shooter, as well as McDermott. They've really surrounded Sabonis with a lot of guys that can shoot. We're going to start with a foul on the drive. Sabonis, the son of Arvydas Sabonis, having an all-star season, 21 points per game and 11 rebounds per game as he knocks down the first free throw to make it 1-0, and he is going to not hit the second one. Sabonis, usually a very solid shooter from the line as a center and from the 3-point line, as we're going to go down to Lopez. That one's deflected, trying to get it back to him. Little hook shot, can't fall. Good positioning on the boards. Pump fake. Lopez lays it in as he gets that one up and good. Brook Lopez, a lot of people forget that he is an elite paint player, and we're trying to emphasize getting him the ball down low, but when Ace Bailey can do that, why even try? As Ace Bailey knocks down the leaning jumper. Isaiah Collier now handling the ball. It's an early 1-point advantage for the Emeralds. Collier's going to set up the screens right side to Bailey. It is good from 3. Ace Bailey with 5 in the quarter as he is going head-to-head with former teammate Dylan Harper. Harper's been very quiet to start this one early in this first quarter. Let's see if the Kings try to get him involved. They're going to run a bit of a screenplay with Harper and Russell. Harper's going to now get it to the corner. Russell contested late from Collier, but it doesn't matter. Mr. Ice in his veins as he hits the shot. And now it is a 9-8 ball game. Corey Kispert and 1. Corey Kispert driving. You don't say that very often as he gets the layup to go early in this first quarter. Ace Bailey now off the steal all the way coast to coast. Slamming it down. Outrunning Cam Whitmore, the backup, now in for the Kings. As this first quarter has been electric. Whitmore came in to replace Harper. We're going to see Patadze and Georges Niang on the floor for the Emeralds. Sabonis gets it. Sabonis layup is good. Uncontested. Goga just a little slow getting back over as we see Sabonis efficiency field goal percentage 62% early in this season. That is very impressive. Isaiah Collier now driving, kicks it. Georges Niang pump fakes. Good defense by Russell, cutting off the potential 3 on the pick and pop. Now Ace Bailey lets it fly. Hand in his face. And that one falls. Pulling the quiver, or the arrow out of the quiver on that celebration as he has 10 in the first quarter. Now Jamal Sheed in the final seconds of the quarter. Georges Niang hits the long midi. Cut it down to 2. Dylan Harper will get it inbound, and he's going to launch up a prayer, and it won't fall. As we will go into the second quarter down by 2. Malik Monk gets a screen from Goga. That one's no good. Goga gets it. Goga goes back up with it and slams it down. Plus the foul. Colby Jones, not a fan of the call, but when you have a dunk like that, you cannot admit that you did not just get dunked on. Colby Jones, maybe you didn't foul him, but you definitely got yammed on as we see Dylan Harper driving on the smaller Monk. He's been quiet still. Harper looking for his first bucket. Instead, he kicks it out to Whitmore, who hits the 3. Cam Whitmore having a great year here in Sacramento for the first time. I guess technically he was there for half a year last year, but Houston was not the right home for him. Now we're going to see Jalen Williams look to answer. He does just that from the corner. Couple of 3s traded by the teams, 34-30, 6.5 to go in the second quarter. Malik Monk is being guarded by Gershon Yabusele. Now we've got a mismatch. Patadze with Whitmore on a pump fake, puts it up, and 1. It's good again. Goga, another and 1 opportunity as the young man flexes on him. He's got 6 in the half. Can he make it 7? No, he can't. It rolls around and bounces out. So Goga, yet another and 1 opportunity missed for him. He could have 8 right now. Ace Bailey driving, gets around everyone, pump fakes, puts it up, no good, gets the board, pump fakes again, misses it again, pump fakes, and throws it down. Ace Bailey playing the boards hard. He gets Whitmore in the air the last time. Sabonis was worried about the dish down to Brook Lopez, and that time he was able to just go up and around as Doug McBuckets drains the 3. That's about all he's going to do for this team. You do not want to let him do that. Isaiah Collier's 3 is no good. He's had an okay game to start the day. D'Angelo Russell driving. Russell kicks it to Harper. Harper through the contact around Collier and Bailey as he gets his first bucket of the day. Isaiah Collier driving, kicks it, pick and pop. Simon Fontecchio from 3. The veteran forward is lighting it up from 3 this season in his limited play time as the Kings will now have to, oh my goodness, a minute to go, but they drain it rather quickly. D'Angelo Russell, Isaiah Collier tried to cut him off from 3 from the screen, and instead Russell just stepped right into an open shot, but Ace Bailey hits a nice little mid-range jumper over the outstretched arms of Dylan Harper, and he has 16 in the first half. The Kings will go into halftime up by 3 as they have had a good offensive half, but their defense has left a lot to be desired. as the Emeralds have been pretty much getting whatever they want from offense, as that one's good. Brook Lopez hits the three on the pop. And now it is 59-58. Ace Bailey going to get the screen from Jalen Williams. Crossover Bailey to the basket and throws it down. Ace Bailey with the reverse slam. That is a dunk contest type dunk right there if I've ever seen it. Still down by one. The Kings trying to extend their lead. Russell guarded by Collier, drives. Defense is there, and it's forced out of bounds. That's the hustle you like to see from your rookie and your young point guard in Isaiah Collier and Ace Bailey. Now Collier drives, kicks it out. Kispert struggled from three in the first game. And this time, he hits that one. He has 7 on the day. Kispert with a good game so far at the starting small forward position. This time, Ace Bailey makes the steal. Bailey off to the races, looking for another highlight reel slam. Whitmore trailing him. And he does a tomahawk jam that time as we see Malik Monk kick it to Simon Fontecchio. The three cannot fall. Final minute here of the third quarter. Isaiah Todd kicks it. Keon Ellis, mid-range jumper, no good. Kings struggling here in this third quarter, down by 2, 73-71. Fontecchio slows it down. Let's get some offense running. We've got Furphy, Fontecchio, Niang, Monk, and Batadze. Monk in the corner. Bad defense by Ellis. Monk lets it fly. And the strong third quarter continued for the Emeralds as they go up 76-74 in the fourth quarter now. We've got the same lineup in starting the quarter. We'll see how long Rajon Rondo keeps them in. That one's no good. This one goes to Batadze. Another and one. Double pumping the layup, and Goga has 10. Can he make a and one free throw, though, is the question. He is off completely. Goga continues to struggle from the free throw line, so the Kings still a chance to get down the field and score, and they respond with their own and one opportunity. Isaiah Todd gets fouled by Georges Niang in transition, and he converts it. Isaiah Todd, the 24-year-old power forward, small forward, originally on the Wizards. This time he's made his way to Sacramento now, passing the ball around the ring. Monk with Fontecchio setting the screen. Monk's going to go off the screen, kicks it out to Fontecchio. Three on the left side is good. Simon Fontecchio gives the Emeralds another lead. The 1-point lead is holding as we are in the final 5 minutes, and the starters are back on the field. Let's go. Isaiah Collier driving to the basket and throwing it down with one hand. Sabonis too late to contest, and Dylan Harper too late to contest, as there is now a 2-point lead for the Emeralds. Collier handling the ball again. Collier looking to score again, driving, throws it up to Lopez, and it's deflected by the rim. Keegan Murray faster than everybody and throws it down to tie this one up. The Emeralds, 10 turnovers today so far. Kispert driving, kicks it to Lopez. Lopez met by Sabonis. Lopez pump fakes, puts it up, and it's good. Final 3.5 to go. It is 90-88 here in Sacramento in this cup game, as the Kings and the Emeralds are fighting it out here in this fourth quarter. Russell drives. Russell and one. Gets the floater to fall. And he is about to potentially give the Kings their first lead since the 7-minute mark of the third quarter now, as Russell hit that free throw, and this three is no good. 2:44 to go. Stolen by Collier off the rebound. Collier's going to drive, kicks it down low to Lopez. Lopez up, and it can't fall. He almost got the and one opportunity to put us up by 2 potentially. Instead, he's going to go for free throws to make it a 1-point game. If we can hit this one, Lopez at the line. He hits the first one. He has 14 on the day. Make it 15 on the day, as the veteran center gives the Emeralds a 92-91 lead. Dylan Harper in the game. Russell, Sabonis, McDermott. Russell left open. He hits the corner three. Automatic from D'Angelo Russell, as he is playing like Brooklyn Nets D-Lo instead of Lakers D-Lo. That time it was just a miscommunication. Isaiah Collier thought that Russell was going to go somewhere else, and instead he came back and hit the corner three. This one, leaning jumper, is good by Bailey. 97-96, right around a minute to go. Dylan Harper off the screen from Sabonis, driving. He gets met at the rim by Lopez, but that is a foul. And Harper looks to give the Kings the lead as the free throw battle continues. Harper hits the first one. The Rutgers veteran or alumni hits the second one. So we are now down 98-97, 38 seconds to go. Harper kicks it, puts it up, and it's good on the floater. 100-97 for the Kings. 32 seconds to go. Ace Bailey, you've got to wonder who they're going to go to. They're going to give it to Bailey. Bailey drives and throws it down. Makes it a one-point game. Good decision there. You don't need the three. Harper now drives. Oh, he's got a chance for the and one, but he can't get it to fall. That was almost as bad of a scenario as you could ask for, but he misses it. Misses the first as the Emeralds tried to trap and get a turnover, but instead they foul Harper, and the Kings are up by 2 with 17 seconds to go. Who do you go to? Probably Ace Bailey with 29 on the day. Bailey looking to score. He's going to get the screen from Lopez. Bailey kicks it to Lopez. Long two-pointer. Good look. It's missed. Bailey puts it up and in, and the foul. Ace Bailey with 31 and a potential game-winning free throw from the Rook. What a rebound and what a shot. I don't know quite if there was really a foul on McDermott there. The refs called it. They saw enough contact that Ace Bailey can go to the line and give us the lead. The free throw is well short. Rebound, Jalen Williams puts it up, and it's no good with 2 seconds left. Williams panicked, didn't see how much time was left, and put up a contested left-handed floater as Dylan Harper gets it back for Sacramento, and it's a three-point shot, and Rajon Rondo gets called for excessive timeouts with the technical, and the Kings will win it off of that. There was only 0.4 left, so I mean, it was very unlikely, but you would love an opportunity. Rajon Rondo calls a timeout in panic mode, and they didn't have any left. What an ending to that one. A way to lose. I mean, if you're going to lose a game, that's how you lose it. You keep it interesting until the very end. And Dylan Harper, I can't say that he played better than Ace Bailey, but he had a really doggone good game. 23, 5, and 7, 1 steal, 7 of 17 from the field. D'Lo had 31 and missed 2 shots all game long. Cam Whitmore was really good. Sabonis didn't really have to do anything. Ace Bailey could have used a little bit more help from everybody else. The rookie was out there carrying. Brook Lopez had a solid game, though. 15, 4, 1, 1, and 1. And about 50% from the field. Goga had 11 and 6. Isaiah Collier stuffing the stat sheet, though. 3 of 4, 1 of 2, 10, 3, and 6, and a steal as well. With only 2 turnovers, that's a really solid stat line for Isaiah Collier, especially when he's running your offense so much. I really, really liked what I saw from him, and even hitting a three-pointer. I don't think you saw it in the highlights, but he did hit a three-pointer. A dim bonus, City Sissoko, Pele Larson, and Jalil Bethea did not get any playing time here in this one as the Emeralds fall to 2-10, but they are now 3-12 after simulating a little bit. They're able to beat the Trailblazers. Kispert had 25, Bailey 17, Monk 17, Jalen Williams 14. I'm just hoping we can maybe win like 10 games this year. It's going to be really rough winning games. We have a lot of holes on this roster. We have a lot of gaps in this roster's talent that I didn't think we'd be this bad, but, you know, I was expecting to be pretty doggone awful here in year one. But, hey, we beat the Wizards. We are getting offered a couple of things, but I'm not really too interested in any of that as we head down towards our Christmas Day game headed up against the Utah Jazz. That one should be pretty fun. Seattle's first year back as a franchise. We get to play on Christmas Day, and it's an NBA Cup tournament game. Now, if you're wondering why we have so many NBA Cup games, for whatever reason in 2K, rather than like adjusting the Cup divisions, they basically just put every single team into one division. As you see, the Hawks are going to trade for Max Christie, sending DeAndre Hunter over to LA as the Lakers try to go for one last run with LeBron and Anthony Davis, as well as Sam Hauser is going to be on the move to Brooklyn as the Celtics get a second-round pick in return. As we are now heading towards our Christmas Day matchup, as I basically, the rough thing about this, where I want to control every team so they don't make a lot of dumb moves, but I don't want to have control, is every so often you have to just spam click through all of the scouting things, but it's not that bad. As next episode, we will be taking on the Utah Jazz, who are led by Keontae George, Colin Sexton, Tristan Da Silva, Lauri Markkanen, and Walker Kessler. I'm not quite sure how they got Da Silva. I would imagine it was a trade with the Magic during draft. If I'm misremembering, you guys can correct me. But we're still the last in the conference. We have 5 wins on the year now, as we are going to get our first official look at some of the draft prospects here in just a second. Instead, before we do that, I wanted to take a look at some potential trades here for guys on our team that would probably fit better on a competitive, basically a championship contender, because right now, so the first guy I looked into trading was possibly Georges Niang, you know, not right now, but over the course of the next few weeks. I also looked into Simon Fontecchio, as you guys saw. Not a really big market for him. If we did make a move, it's definitely going to have to be more of like a build our own trade, because I don't think there's going to be a big market for Georges Niang, Simon Fontecchio over there on Trade Finder. Quick look at the statistics around the NBA so far here towards the end of December. Luka, Zion, and Giannis lead the way as the top 3 guys at points. You also see Booker there at 4, but he's injured at the moment. Joel Embiid, Jaylen Brown, and Chris Middleton having a great year for the Austin Bullets. He's pretty much the only guy there, so don't really expect what else, or know what else you would expect from him. He's the only guy that can play. Mitchell Robinson leads the way for rebounds there for the Bullets. Nikola Jokic, Sabonis, and Giannis there. Assist goes to Tyus Jones, another Bullets player. Luka Doncic, Nikola Jokic, Tyrese Halliburton, LaMelo, and James Harden. Blocks and steals, Wemby is top for steals. Kawhi Leonard is there at number 2, and then blocks goes to AD, who is basically almost an entire block ahead of Victor Wembanyama. There hasn't been much else going on around the league. We really haven't done a whole lot, I would say. You know, G League led points is Trey McGowens. A couple of guys that maybe we could look into bringing to our roster. He's a 26-year-old point guard from Nebraska. He's been in the NBA for 2 years now. Could be an interesting idea, because we really don't have a backup point guard still. Daquan Plowden is there. James Booknight. So, next episode, we will take on the Utah Jazz. We sit at 5-25, but a Christmas Day matchup is always fun. This one should be fairly evenly matched. Both of us are pretty bad teams in the NBA, as Malik Monk is, for some reason, trying to get the start at point guard. I don't want Malik Monk starting. I want Isaiah Collier getting those minutes, because Isaiah Collier is our future. Malik Monk, probably not so much. So I'm going to rearrange some of this stuff and get Isaiah Collier back in the starting lineup. But I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. Next episode, before we play the Jazz game, will be a bit of a draft prospect outlook. What I did is, in order to ensure that we had potentially every guy in the first round kind of storylines and, you know, a little bit of insight in them, and some guys going into the second round, I did the top 8 players at every position. I went through, edited, looked at their, you know, statistics, their attributes, all of that. So we'll get a very in-depth look at all of these guys that are at top 8 at every position. And then obviously later in the season, I will give a draft outlook video, maybe right before the draft, just to see where everything's at that point in time. So hope you guys look forward to that one. And then the next episode, we'll pick back up with the Utah Jazz game in order to get into the second half of the season after Christmas. But as always, thank you all for watching this one, and I'll catch you all next time. Have a great day, everybody.